Good evening, Spurs fans, wherever you are in this world. This is a pre-record on Thfc Till I Die, and when we're going to discuss the increasing amount of Spurs fans, and I use that word very loosely, who seem to be calling for the head of our coach, manager, whatever you want to call him, Ange Postecoglou. And we just want to give our views on that and to say that we think that such a view to want Ange out after 6 or 7 months of his tenure at Tottenham is totally ridiculous. Anyway, I'm joined by the main host on THFC Till I Die, Dermotron, and I think we share very similar views on this one. We'll not be fighting over this one, Dermot. So how are you this evening?
Very angry, very pissed off after yesterday, but all this Ange out stuff is beyond. It's stupid. It really is stupid. It's ridiculous. He's only been in the job 7 months, and we already want him out. We need patience, and I hate the word using patience, Philip, but we do need patience.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree, but I think we do need, but I hate using the word because we've been told to be patient for so long.
We've been patient for so long with managers that ultimately, at the end of the day, we're not in a position to deliver. And I think we all know that Ange can deliver to this and will deliver to this team. But it appears some fans are not willing to give him that time. They want him gone now. And who do they want to bring in? There is the shortage of top-class managers out there at the moment because this merry-go-round now with Liverpool and uncertainty over Manchester United and all that. There's a lot of uncertainty in the managerial front, but we do not want Tottenham added to that. I said to you earlier that I looked at a Spurs fan zone thing today on Twitter or X, whatever it was called, and I won't name them because to name them would be to shame them, to be honest with you. There was about 60 comments in relation to the match yesterday, and 90% of those comments were intimating they wanted Ange out. And I was sitting there shaking my head. I said, for Christ's sake, lads, what do you want? We knew there was going to be bumps in the road. We knew there was going to be problems. We weren't going to win every match. But can you honestly sit there and say, put your hand on your heart as a Tottenham fan and say, you thought we'd be sitting 5th in the league, guaranteed Europe next season at this stage in this first season? I certainly didn't. I know, Dermot, you said we're going to win the league, but,
I then I crawled back and said we're going to finish 3rd.
I thought we'd be top 6, maybe 7th or 8th at best, and next season would be the one that things would really move on. So as far as I'm concerned, we're ahead of the curve. And yet some fans want Ange gone. I just cannot understand it.
I don't understand it. And I think got so used to being in the culture that we got rid of managers very quickly. Conte, not even a year. Mourinho, not even a year. No manager since Pochettino has been in the job for a full season.
Yeah, Conte got a couple of half seasons, didn't he?
Couple of half seasons. Look, I want to go through this here. This is a little PDF I've done earlier. Now, this is the whole of Pochettino's reign, 2014 to 2019. The top two sort of discard. It's the bottom bit I want to look at. 54.27 win percentage, right? Then you go to Mourinho. He had a 51.16 win percentage. You go to Nuno, the Garden Gnome. He has a 47.06%. She's the worst of a lot of them. Then you got Conte, who walked out, by the way. He wasn't sacked. He walked out. He had a 53.95 win percentage. And then you've got Ange, who's only been in the job 7 months. And he's got a 54.29 win percentage. If you look at the top 10, Philip, where does Ange come in that top 10? He's above Pochettino, Conte, and Mourinho. After 35 games.
Yeah. I'd love to know where that's going to be at this time next season. I suggest that win percentage is going to be a lot higher. I'd say we'll be talking near over the 60% mark. We've got to give the guy time. I mean, I know he hasn't got the full squad that he needs yet.
No.
And this is what people seem to forget. We played yesterday with Ben Davies at fullback. I know Ben Davies was at fault for the second goal, which, by the way, should never have been allowed because it was a foul at the other end, but we'll go into that on another stream.
Yeah.
We're missing out. We need another striker. Because I know Sonny scores lots of goals, but he's not a target man in the middle, right? No. We need a striker. We need a number 6 because our midfield holding positions has not been great this season, really. And let's face it, we need a good number 6 in there. And also, we need to solve the problem. What's wrong with James Maddison? Because he's not playing the way he can do it all. But once all those, we heard Tottenham have 200 million to spend in the summer. Ange is going to spend that very wisely. And as I've always said, next season, watch us go. And that's still the way I think it's going to be. We need continuity. And for that, keep the manager we've got, replace the players that need to be replaced, and watch us. I mean, we are going to challenge for the title next season. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, if you look at it there, he's higher than, all right, the Bill Nick bit, I couldn't get my head around because I thought he'd be higher than he was. But I suppose different time, different era. And we did have lean periods.
There's a number of lean years in there.
Yeah, lean years, But if you even look around Tim Sherwood, 28 games, a 50 win percentage. So he won half of his games. Mourinho and Conte, respective world-class managers, right, couldn't even give us success. And we've got a man that's come in who's managed in Japan, Australia. Don't get me wrong, he absolutely changed Celtic beyond recognition. I mean, it's only now the Celtic fans are realising this season, shit, we had it good under Ange. And he's come down to us. He's changing the culture of a club that was toxic, that was a cancer running through the club, Philip. You know that as well as I do under Conte.
Yeah.
We're all together, we're all as one. And after 35 games, he's got a 54.29 win percentage. And people want him out. So if they want them out, who the hell do they want in? Because there's no other manager out there, I don't think.
I think the reason most of them want him out is because they don't like the fact that he plays such a high line and we get caught out occasionally, and also that we can't defend corners. They seem to be the two major issues the people have with him. Now, all I will say about that is the high line, he's played it everywhere he's gone. If you have the players to play the high line, it's fine. Yesterday we didn't. Davies got caught out. The corners, now that is an area that does cause me concern. But I think what we need to do is bring in a specialist defensive coach, and that will fix that problem. But I think that's why they're forgetting about the attacking football we're playing, the lovely stuff we're playing, the way we're dominating teams. I mean, how many? I didn't see the full stats yesterday, but at half time I saw one stat coming up on my phone where I was Spurs at 72% possession, and we were 3-0 down. I mean, come on! We dominated Arsenal everywhere except we did not get the breaks.
I think people seem to forget what we were playing under Conte, what it was like under Mourinho. Everyone keeps going, we want Poch football back again. Well, we've got Ange ball. So what do you want? Do you want another Conte manager or another Mourinho type of football? Big ball. I mean, we went to the AC Milan game. I mean, that is a game you and me walked off and said, if it wasn't for this channel, Philip, I don't think we would have bothered with the rest of that season, to be fair. And we can I just say, me and Philip struggled doing this channel around that period. We really did think we've had enough. We both did.
I was on the verge. I was literally almost giving up at that stage. Yeah. Because I said, well, there's no future in this club if that guy's still around.
And we've got Ange comes in. He changes football. We're in 5th place in the league. I think Champions League is gone now, to be fair. I think it is Europa League we're going to be aiming for. But look at the way he's playing. Look at the way he's got his playing. And fans, I think fans, A, are very fickle, and B, do not know what they want. Do they want this to be like a Man City or a Chelsea? Look at Chelsea. Look at how they've treated managers over the years. Mm-hmm. I think we need to stick with Ange, let him get through this process and see where we go. He always needed 3 windows to see where we are. This is the 3rd window coming up, Philip. We have to see where he leads us next season.
Well, you can be sure the shopping list has been delivered and is now been acted on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the players have already been tapped up that he wants to come in. Not tapped up, but, approached.
Well, I have a bit of breaking news on that, but I'm going to give that a news beat at 8 tonight. I've got a little bit of news about that. Might cheer you up, actually.
That's the carrot dangling. Come in at Newsbeat at 8 o'clock and we'll hear all about it, I don't even know what he's talking about there. So
I haven't even told Philip yet. And I have photographic evidence to back up my claim too, by the way. So there you go. So, see, I may not have been at the game yesterday, but I had my spies and I had my sources at the game yesterday. So don't worry, I've got I've got my ear closely to the transfer ground at the moment. Very quickly, Philip, before we end off on this sort of special pre-record, the Premier League teams. Let me get this right because I want your correct views on it. Let's see. What's it? Yeah. Premier League clubs have agreed in principle for spending cap known as anchoring to TV earnings of bottom clubs has been agreed. Clubs of Man City, Man United, Villa voted against this, and Chelsea abstained. Very quickly, Philip, is it good thing, bad thing? And I think it worked out. Southampton, who got relegated, made 103 million. Could spend up to 500 million. It's five times
the lowest income. Yeah. And it doesn't. Well, it might be a salary cap. It's not a salary cap on individual salaries.
No.
It's a salary cap over the entire budget. You know, you allocate so many millions to your salary and pay it out as you see fit.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see the full detail of it before commenting really on it. But I think it's been ratified in the summer. It's not actually law just yet. It will be ratified in the summer. But initially, on the face of it, it sounds like a good idea.
It does. And we've got the Man City thing that's still dangling on. Everton's appeals can be heard in the last week of the season, which is ridiculous.
Well, I'll tell you, there was a thing came out yesterday, and it was very telling. It was a statement from the FA about Sheffield United being relegated. It's Sheffield United have been relegated at the moment, which would lead me to believe that the Everton appeal and the Forest appeal are going to be denied, which means Sheffield United may not be relegated yet. So watch that one. Did I say something?
Yeah, it's at the moment. I love the Premier League. They're absolutely
at the
brilliant.
Moment, yeah, you know, I mean,
it's a bit like Nottingham Forest. You know, when they put the statement out about the referee, we're looking at our options.
Yeah,
at the moment.
Apparently that's coming out this week. The Forest decision is this week. But I thought, just to finish off, nothing to do with this thing, but I thought it was very funny. Forest put out no, it wasn't Forest at all, but it was
I saw it
about Chris Wood. Did you see that one? Missing all the chance. No, that was hilarious.
So look, what you're doing on the Ange thing. It's look, if you're going to say anything at the end of it as we wrap this up, where are you going with it? It's just a load of nonsense, isn't it?
Just stick in Ange we trust, right? Don't listen to the doom and gloom merchants on some of the channels that really do not want anything positive ever to happen to Tottenham Hotspur. I'm afraid they're becoming more and more prevalent now. You know, real fans want success for the club, and success will come with Ange. Next season, you wait. Yeah.
And also, very quickly, and the last thing I'm saying, I said it in my commentary yesterday, there are Spurs fans that want us to lose.
Well, of course.
And that's shocking.
Absolutely. We all know who they are as well. We know who a lot of them are.
We do. But listen, keep the faith. Ange will succeed in Ange. And the one thing about it yesterday, we never stopped yesterday. And if that was Conte, we would have fell apart. Mourinho would have fell away. We never stopped yesterday. And that is what Ange brings to a team. We never stop. So fair play to him.
Say too, at the noise that came from the South stand during that second half was probably the loudest I've ever heard at a football ground. It was unbelievable. And I mean, they were the real fans that were talking about there. They were the real fans.
Yeah. But listen, Philip, we are back tonight, of course, with Newsbeat. So listen, we are back then. We're going to go over the Tottenham Arsenal game. We're going to talk a bit more about that breaking news about the clubs agreeing and voting against it. We're going to talk about a bit of transfer rumours as well. And one player was at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium yesterday, and I have proof he was there. So please join us for that. We're on at 8. Whatever you do, come on, you Spurs. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and also hit the notification bell. We are back at 8. Come on, you Spurs. In Big Ange, we trust. Yeah, wrong one. Sorry. I'm not very good at this. I've got too many outros and intros. So this is... Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this one. This one. See you later.
I said, the banner was live, the guys ruthless,